the Yamaha dt175. This is one that I have been looking forward to for quite a while. There has been nothing but praise for the almighty Yamaha from both owners and spectators that have never even touched the bike. I was quite surprised at the height. It was quite forgiving. Sitting at 83 centimeters from the ground. Quite much lower than my Haojin Warrior. This is good news for the vertically impaired who have more than enough cash for their own good. Yes, it's bloody expensive, sitting at 600,000 Kenya shillings. At such a price, you can get a fantastic 400cc bike. So, is it worth it? No, let me tell you why. It's a 175cc 2-stroke single-cylinder engine, outputting about 17 horsepower. Drum brakes for both the front and the rear tire, which is quite surprising, although they did offer more than enough brake power for the bike, so that was fine. Another shocker for me, non-existent electric starter. Leaving you with only the option of a kickstart. I don't understand why. At 600,000, they have more than enough incentives to give you at least an electric starter, but they didn't. If you've watched my other reviews, you would know an electric starter is a must for me. Main reason being, should your bike go off and you're riding, if you have an electric starter, you don't need to stop and start kicking your legs as if you just don't care. You know, you can just push on the button as the bike is rolling, turn on the bike, and then continue with your journey. Very convenient, very efficient. Plus, kickstarters will always hurt your leg if you're used to kicking every time, which is really annoying. I really hate pain. Anyway, on to the riding experience. The bike loves the higher RPMs, especially from around 5,000. It would be wise not to completely pull on the throttle, especially at gear 1, 2. And even sometimes at gear 3, you'll end up doing an unplanned wheelie, and it won't be good for your head. It's quite powerful when in these gears. Even at higher speeds, you do feel the power. But another surprise is that it couldn't get past 110 kilometers per hour, even though it has a speedometer that reads 160, which really excited me. But again, it disappointed. The seat's ergonomics was fantastic. I really loved it. Although, another problem for me was the intense vibrations. They were quite aggressive, no matter which speed I was at. I rode it for only 15 minutes, but my ass was so I couldn't even believe it. I don't even understand how people use this bike for long journeys. So, would I recommend this bike to anyone? No. In fact, I would even recommend the TVS 125cc, which I have reviewed just before this one. From my experience, this bike is way too expensive for what you get. I would still recommend the Haojin Warrior over this. It's like 3 times less expensive. As it is tradition, I put it up against my 200cc Haojin Warrior. I didn't expect the results. It was completely obliterated. The first time I rode this bike, I thought to myself, that power, my bike definitely doesn't stand a chance. But it did. The Haojin easily achieves up to 110 kilometers per hour even in a bad day, but this one couldn't. I didn't understand why. Anyway, stay safe, ride safe.